everybody? It's your boy Doc coming at y'all this Tuesday, June 30th, 2009. I'm doing 48 hours late, and the encore of the show come on at 6:30 p.m. tonight on BET. But this is my review of the BET Awards, the 2009 BET Awards. Um, I'm giving y'all the good, the bad, the behind the scenes stuff that was supposed to happen, and all that good stuff. So, um, I'm gonna start off with some of the winners they didn't announce, because y'all know they didn't televise some awards, and the whole show was just tacky as hell. But uh, as far as the winners go, they didn't televise. Best female hip hop artist MIA, so that's big up to MIA for winning that award, especially from a BET standpoint. So big up to her. Best gospel artist Mary Mary. Big up director of the year Benny Boone. I'm still a little salty after them Keisha Cole videos, from this album, but you still deserve to win. So shout out to Benny Boone. Best actor Will Smith. Best female athlete Serena Williams. And that's it as far as the winners they didn't televise. As far as the host, Jamie Foxx, he killed it, he nailed it. Better than Damon Wayans and D.L. Hughley. Y'all know them tragedies from last couple of shows, but Jamie, he did his thing from the Beat It skit at the beginning to the Wanda and Shanae skit, Skank Robbers, me, I'm a 90s baby, so I was real hyped because of that, because, people know that those were two of the biggest shows on Fox Network back in the day, so, for me growing up watching that, I was real hyped to see that, years later, they brought it back, so, hopefully it becomes a real situation, though, because it was real good, so, hopefully that comes out, for real. What else? And Jamie's performance was off the meter too. Like, it was real hot. He had Travis Barker, T-Pain. You know, Snoop was up there looking lost himself, like he didn't know where the hell he was going at. And, Real Brandon. And what else? As far as the performances, the good and the bad. Beyonce. I'm gonna start with Beyonce first because people really sleep on Beyonce's Ave Maria performance. You know, I applaud Beyonce for giving y'all something different this year because she always do the upbeat dance joints. And of course, we know she sings loud, but I applaud Beyonce for bringing something different rather than the norm for the BET Awards because, you don't always have to have an upbeat song at an award show. And I mean, BET Awards is one of those, only award shows that's a mix of classy and a mix of fun. So I mean, for Beyonce to do Ave Maria, do something different, really showcase her vocals and, the Rock With You, tribute that she did as well, with the green lasers and everything. That was a real good look. So, big ups to Beyonce for doing that Ave Maria. And Jay-Z DOA was a hot performance. Maxwell, he did his thing with Pretty Wings. The OJ's tribute. Now, sometimes for the Lifetime Achievement Awards tributes, y'all know sometimes they get a little boring around that part of the show. But Trey Songz, Johnny Gill, and Tyrese, they kept it hype. The OJs, they did the thing as well. But Tevin Campbell, though, another 90s baby moment because y'all know he was real big in the 90s. So for him to come back, I'm like, yo, how BET find out where he was at because he been missing for a minute. But, Tevin Campbell, big ups to him. What else? Mary and Queen Latifah, they did their thing as well. Carrie Hilson, y'all know Carrie Hilson. I'm a Carrie supporter, but that performance, it was just something was off about that performance. Like, the ending, the MJ tribute. I mind you for doing the MJ tribute, but still, it wasn't the best. And something was just off about the performance as a whole, but it was still good though. Tiara, when she did Heal the World, her live vocals were on point. It really was. Keisha Cole and Monica when they did Trust, high performance. Keisha though, she was a different outfit. That outfit, that was a that ain't it moment. But it was though. Neo and Jamie Foxx, y'all know they basically took over the whole show, performing like every 10 minutes for real. So I mean, they did their thing. The I'll Be There performance was real hot too. Who else? The Young Money performance. What a random ass performance. Khaki and ghetto and shit. Drake was probably only the best part of that performance when he did, Best I Ever Had. And for someone that just tore their ACL, he really shut a performance down. I mean, I don't know what the hell was going on in that performance, but it just wasn't the best though. And having the 12-year-old girls on stage, those little jailbaits on stage, like that wasn't a good look for a song talking about you want to fuck every girl in the world. So I mean, take it from R. Kelly. Y'all know about that whole situation. But what else? Don Cornelius, yo, that they should have did a test run through with Don Cornelius before he got on stage and started reading from a teleprompter. My granddad is older than him. And my granddad reads faster than he does. But of course, Don Cornelius, I mean, he's a legend in his own right. He, created Soul Train and everything like that, one of the originators. But I mean, he is a member of the Thunder Smack and Chick Proper Club. The same club that Chris Brown and Bobby Brown are a part of. So I mean, it is what it is. But that whole situation should have been taken care of though before he got on stage and did his whole thing. And what else happened? Trying to think of something else. The BBD, that was a hot performance, that tribute performance. I'm not tribute, but BBD came out, did their thing. New Edition, they did their thing with Bobby Brown too, looking big. What else? Guy came out, they did their thing. Um, who else? Who else did their thing for real? Um, I know I'm missing somebody, but as far as performances go, that was a real good look though. And now, some behind the scenes stuff, courtesy of my brother Rel, he's out there in LA, he was at the award show, he knows people that were behind the scenes at the show, so it's a lot of things that went down that was supposed to happen and never did. Now, originally, Beyonce was supposed to do Ego from the get-go, but ever since the tragedy, she was going to do Smooth Criminal. Then she was going to do a medley of I'll Be There and Halo, but she chose to do Ave Maria at the last minute. And I have actually a screenshot of that paper somewhere on my computer, so I'm gonna put that up on the doc report. And what else? Alicia Keys and Wyclef Jean, they won the humanitarian awards, and that was a whole tacky presentation as well. But they were supposed to do Heal the World. Chris Brown was supposed to be there, but because of BET's relationship with CoverGirl, that's their sponsor, and Rihanna is, she endorses CoverGirl. I mean, put two and two together, y'all know that would not have been a good look at all, and BET was not trying to mess up that corporate money, so I respect them for that. Um, what else? T-Pain was supposed to do Rock With You. As y'all see, Anita Baker wasn't there when they announced she was going to be there. The Dream wasn't there. Christina probably spending his money somewhere, and Kanye didn't perform, but he was booed up with Amber Rose in the front row. So, overall the show was somewhat good, but it was still tacky to an extent. And I mean, for me to be, like my brother was saying, like a lot of stuff looked better on paper than it was actually televised. Y'all look at, if y'all was watching the show, y'all heard like the production crew in the background. Just stuff wasn't put together right. And as far as the MJ tribute, I've been telling people this, talking to people about this, and they've been agreeing with me. BET should have just acknowledged, Michael Jackson and his tributes and and his achievements, and just acknowledged the fact, that he died and everything. Just, left it at that, and probably done one or two performances just to, show, love and everything like that. But, it should have been more polished than what it was. I mean, Michael Jackson was the king of pop, so I mean, that's like royalty right there. So you should have had everything polished and just everything, just put together right. And that was not a good look for BET. So, BET, they're getting some flack for that right now. They're getting some, a lot of bad points from off of that. But I mean, I still applaud them for putting together a show in 3 days. Rearranging the show in 3 days. So I mean, I applaud them for that. But still, the show should have been more concrete. It should have been more, they should have just acknowledged MJ and his achievements and just left performances for another special, like in the summer or something. So I'm curious to see how MTV gonna do for the VMAs, because y'all know they go all out for theirs. So I'm curious to see how MTV gonna do theirs. My fault. The baby boy moment, that was funny too. I can't forget about the baby boy moment. Ving Rhames is off the meter. What else? Something else happened too. That was real fun. Wait, let me check my time real quick. Alright, people, so that's the end of this video, though, because I'm running out of time, but I'm going to check y'all later.